Hello, everyone. Today is July 9th, Sunday. I don't even know if I want to do the intro today. Roderick's just here to witness whatever this episode's going to be because the New York Yankees. Okay, let's get into it. Welcome to Planet of NY Sports. Here we talk Yankees, Mets, Giants, Jets, and a little bit of the Knicks and Mets. So, as you all know, the Yankees have lost their series to the Chicago Cubs. Okay, I have a few takeaways from this. I'm very annoyed for starters. And also, before we even get to that, the Yankees hitting coach was fired. Okay, let's talk about that real quick here, because there's not much to say. This hitting philosophy has been the same since 2018. It's been the same. So do you think firing the hitting coach, even when we had Marcus Timms here, do I think that this is going to be a major change? No, especially not in the middle of the season. It's not going to be a major change here. It's not. Is the philosophy going to change? No. With the certain players we have on this team, it is not going to change. It's not. You got Josh Donaldson on the team. You think his hitting philosophy is going to change? Hell no. DJ LeMahieu is hitting like 220. I can't believe I'm saying that. I never thought I'd be saying that about DJ LeMahieu, but he has fallen off a cliff ever since his injuries. Gleyber Torres, or some people like to say Gleyber Torres now. Okay, here we can read this tweet. Okay, because I'm about to go off. Aaron Boone on Gleyber Torres. I don't think he's made an outlandish number of errors at second base. Gleyber's costly error today was the 9th of the year, more than any other second baseman in the league this season. Okay, now here's where we talk about accountability. 2 months ago, like on let's say May 7th, we made a video and I was talking about accountability. I was ranting. Roderick was laughing at me. He was ranting in that video too. I remember that video. We were talking about accountability. That was one of the main things I was talking about. And here we are again today. Zero. Like I said 2 months ago, zero accountability from the New York Yankees, especially with Aaron Boone and Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres has made countless of errors, boneheaded base running decisions. And what does Aaron Boone do? Nothing. He doesn't sit the guy. He just sits there, blows his bubbles, lies to the media, says, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Gleyber's fine. He's still a top 5 second baseman in the league. That is not true, buddy. That is not true. And then the fact, let's look at this tweet again here. His costly error today was the 9th of the year, more than any other second baseman in the league this season, when he's saying, I don't think he's made an outlandish number of errors. Well, Boone, this is his 9th of the year, and it's more than any other second baseman in the league. So what are we seeing that's different from you? What are we seeing? Seriously. And also, I want to get this out here because the first game, Jameson Taillon, coming into the game, had an almost 7 ERA. He is one of the worst pitchers in the National League this season. Okay? Comes in on Friday. Plays against the New York Yankees, his former team. And guess what? I just can't. You know what? I'm going to put the video up here so we can just watch it, and I'll talk over it. This guy goes 8 innings, 8 shutout innings against the New York Yankees. 8 shutout innings. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Jameson Taillon, almost a 7 ERA. Almost a 7 ERA. And hey, we had this guy for 2 years. We saw that he was meh. He was meh when he was here. He's not doing well this season. And also, when you look at the Yankees, this stretch was supposed to be pretty favorable for you. You came in, you're facing the Oakland A's. That should have been a sweep because, like I said, this whole stretch here was for you to gain some ground against Baltimore and Tampa Bay, especially when Tampa Bay, they've been reeling. They have been reeling as of late. And then you win the first two against Baltimore. You win the first two. Okay, just get us one more and we'll be happy. You gain some ground there. What do the Yankees do? They get embarrassed. The third game. And then the fourth game, they lose that too. And then you split, you don't gain any ground. And then also, the lowly Cardinals, who even Roderick's, lowly team, because both New York teams are pretty lowly right now. Their lowly team beat the even more lowly Cardinals. We only took one game from the Cardinals. And also, Jordan Montgomery, who's having a pretty meh year, guess what? When he faces the Yankees again, what does he do? He pitches well against us. So it's like, all of our former pitchers apparently that, aren't either doing, well at all or doing very subpar, or it's a disaster. It is a disaster for this New York Yankee offense. Okay, Roderick, since you're on here, I don't want you to be bored or anything, but you just have anything to say about this offense for the Yankees?
Abysmal. That's it.
Yeah, and like I said, Heyman said that they plan to fire Dylan Lawson. I don't think this is going to do much. I really don't. This is mid-season. Roderick, before we started recording, he asked, what if they got Barry Bonds as the hitting coach? The Yankees will never do that. They're not going to do that. Barry Bonds hasn't coached in a while. I don't remember the last time Barry Bonds coached. That's not Brian Cashman's philosophy. He's going to get another yes man in there. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. He's going to get another yes man. I would like to have the Matt Blake of hitting coaches, but we're not going to do that because Matt Blake, he's a good pitching coach. The pitching is not the problem here. It's not. Even though, well, actually, no. I take that back. The Yankees starting pitching, that's another issue I have here. That's another issue. Just one main starter. Luis Severino. Okay. I feel bad for the guy because this guy, he's actually one of the nicer guys we have on our team. Because as you know, we have a few guys that like to beat women and, and do all sorts of things. You got, like Josh Donaldson on the team. But Luis Severino, and one of the nicer guys on the team. I feel bad, but he has a 7.38 ERA this season. And this is his contract year. Severino is done. I'm sorry. He is cooked. I'm just going to say that right now. He is cooked. I don't know if putting him in the bullpen and just having him throw hard for 2 innings, I don't know if that's going to do anything at this point because when you look at it, Rodon is back now. You also have Vasquez, that younger Yankee starter who I'm starting to like, who has pitched better than Severino. He's pitched better than Severino. So when you think about it, and then Nestor's going to come back too. So then you got to think here. And also, Schmidt has been pitching better as of late. And you can make the argument, do you go with Schmidt in the rotation or do you go with Severino? Right now, I go with Schmidt. I can't trust Severino at all. And if the Yankees somehow do make the playoffs, which guess what? Everyone in the division won today. Everyone except the New York Yankees. The Yankees are closer to last place now than to being in first. They're out of the postseason as of right now. I just can't. So like I said, you have Cole, who's your only reliable starter at this point. Then I guess you got Rodon too. And then the 3 through 5 slot, where are you going? Because Nestor's not coming back till August. So I assume you're going Nestor in there, so we can say Nestor, fine, but he hasn't been good this year. And then those last two, where are you going? Do you keep Severino in that rotation? Roderick, would you keep Severino in the rotation going forward in the second half? You just can't do it because these games matter now more than ever. Because, we always like to hear from the Yankees when they're reeling in the first half. First half of the season doesn't matter. Second half matters more, and then October. Well, guess what? You haven't done jack in October since 2009. Okay? Let's start it off there. And like I said, I don't want another – because with Severino, this situation is starting to remind me of when you look at former Yankee starter J.A. Happ. When I saw this man start, if I saw, J.A. Happ is starting, I knew that was almost like a guaranteed loss. And that is starting to – that's kind of what it feels like now with Severino. Like when it was Father's Day and Severino was pitching one of the games of the doubleheader, my dad goes, before Father's Day even happens, he says, my Father's Day is going to be ruined. My Father's Day is going to be ruined because Severino's pitching. That's not good. Like I said, a 7.38 ERA for a guy who's always hurt. He's always hurt. And his fastball is flat. His velocity has gone down. I don't know what you have to do to fix him. I don't know if there is fixing him. And I don't know what the Yankees are going to do at the trade deadline. I really don't. You can even say, is there any point of trading prospects to try to fix this team this year? I don't know. Because this team is not winning a World Series this year. They're not. Even if they get in, I'm sorry, they're not winning a World Series this year. And the fact that you rely this much on one player, which is Aaron Judge, in terms of the offense, is hysterical, and it's sad for Brian Cashman, who also showed us this offseason that he was going to get a left fielder. He kept saying, I'm going to get an outfielder. Yeah, we're going to address that position. You haven't addressed that position at all because you've been basically rotating Oswaldo Cabrera, not the answer. Jake Bauers, okay, hits a few home runs, whatever. His defense out there is terrible. And then who do you even have up there now? I don't even know because Jake Bauers is on the IL. I'm sick of it. IKF also can't play out. IKF, earlier this season, his defense was okay in the outfield. Now I'm noticing some certain things. I'm like, okay, this guy is not an outfielder. He is not. He's not an outfielder. He should be at third base as he's a Gold Glove third baseman over Josh Donaldson. But I digress. I can't scream and yell today. I'm too pissed off. Roderick, do you just have anything to say about this damn team? All right. You all heard it there. We'll see you all in the next video. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. All right, we're going into the second half of the season. What's going to change? I don't know. They fired their hitting coach. At this point, we'll see what happens. Will the Yankees make the postseason? I don't know. The next time they play against the Blue Jays, I'll tell you this, because I don't think they're catching the Orioles at this point. So what? You're playing for third place now, which is sad because I thought they'd still win the division. But those games against the Blue Jays, you play like 6 more games against them. You have to go 4-2. 4-2. But this stretch was supposed to be easy though. You were facing the lowly Cardinals, the Oakland A's, and Baltimore 4 times. You could have beat them three times, and then the Cubs. That was supposed to be a series win. And also, trade for Cody Bellinger because that swing at Yankee Stadium is really nice. Now, if you can all do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm really sad. We'll see you on the next video if there's another video, if I'm ever going to talk about this team again, because at this point, I'm probably not. I've had enough. Wake me up when football season starts.